Okay. Let's continue on, shall we? What the heck were we doing? Meet with Regan. Alright, I'm waiting for Cassandri. Kisrani to gather representatives. But in the meantime, let's go help Kadik, who I think is the same group that we're, like, going to accuse of murder. So this should be fine. This should be just fine. I do want to take a quick moment, though. Like, I know we're... I don't remember how far into this DLC we are. They did a better job with this. You can tell it's just like a one square grid of space. But, like, look at all these nice handcrafted points of interest. Right? Look at all this. You got these way shrines. You got caves. You got landmarks. Sure, everything around it is just empty nothing. But I would rather have this sort of crafted space than, like, look at all of these other stars. Every single one of these stars has 3 to 4 to more planets. And you know that, like, this planet... Okay, actually, maybe there's a better one. Like, okay, it's got a mining outpost. Cool. It's got one mining outpost, and that's it. Civilian outpost. I've been here? I just picked a random place. But okay. Mech factory. Can I see this? Never mind. What I mean to say is, like, all of these other places have, like, nothing. They've got 1 or 2 template places. You're gonna find a couple guns and 15 enemies. I would much rather, and I'm glad that they did, a handcrafted area. Like, this is the sort of Skyrim exploration, like, oh, hey, what's this? What's this? Let me go investigate that. This is the kind of stuff that we like. And not templates, space station. Like, oh, they went quantity over quality for the core game of this. Like, yeah, okay, sure. There's 1,000... There's a...
Something I can do for you?
No. There's like, okay, 75 systems, each with 45 planets each. Cool, how much of that is actually interesting? Like, 7 or 8 planets?
So, Akris has sent our newest diviner to inquire about Sahima. Don't worry, Jimal's already told me all about you. I'm Razma, elder of House Kadik and head of the Ministry of Conjunction.
Well, nice to meet you, but we're going to actually, not be doing this right now. I'm about to take you to court.
Well, it's also an honor to meet one as interesting as yourself.
I'll chat with you after that.
I wouldn't have suspected an outsider to be made promised. But who am I to argue with the Great Serpent's choice? I know the Council is looking to Sahima for answers. But the truth is, she's been taken, along with other members of the House. They're being held hostage by zealots. And now they're demanding negotiations.
This is a major overreach. I have never known the zealots to be so bold.
The zealots have yet to name specifics. At best, they'll demand an inordinate amount of credits or firearms. Worst case, a seat at the High Council or even the reinstatement of their house. House Malene. They know we can't risk Sahima for Dazra's sake.
Didn't I, like, kill their leader in that last quest I just did?
Demands.
Those are extreme demands.
And it's exactly why I need the upper hand in these negotiations.
By
I need you to
negotiations,
find the hostages.
you mean gun, right?
Bring them home, so the zealots have nothing to leverage, and Zahima can work with the High Council. Normally, I'd have agents doing everything possible to find them.
Or is this gonna be like
We
optional
too
stealth?
suffered losses. We need to be here, present.
Not stealthy.
I couldn't risk more lives. It's
Hostages
the
could
only
die.
reason I even agreed to these negotiations. But now that you're here, I can finally take action.
Just tell me where they are.
And that's where the issue lies.
Or you don't know where they
I
are.
don't know where the zealots are keeping Zahima, but I have a good idea who does. Their name is Merrick. Merrick is a Kadik, and they also work for me as an agent in the Ministry of Conjunction. This is where matters get complicated.
Okay.
As I said, Merrick works for me in the Ministry of Conjunction. They've been establishing an inside relationship with the Zealots for some time now. On my orders. Forcing them to give up the information could jeopardize all they've worked for. So don't expect them to be forthcoming. Get the information any way you see fit. As long as no physical harm comes to them.
Well,
Understood.
that's not any way I see fit then. Any
Merrick
tips?
is proud of what they've accomplished, so I doubt they'll give up information easily. If being persuasive isn't your strong suit, perhaps appealing to their substantial ego may help. If you can stomach it. Just
Okay.
don't be direct. I'm sure it would put them on the defensive. Either that, or make them completely
Okay, remember,
unwilling
don't
to
be
talk.
direct.
See that you do.
Make sure that
You'll
none of
find
the
Merrick upstairs in the
persuasion
meditation room.
options are completely direct. Okay, anyway, let's take these guys to court. Yeah, a lot of people have rightfully complained that the fact that Elder Scrolls 6 got revealed like 8 years ago, I think. It was 2016 or 2018 it got revealed. So one of the Bethesda fests. It may have been 2018. But I really hope that it's literally just a large handcrafted map with a lot of... It was announced with one trailer, yeah. Like a very basic nothing trailer. I hope it's one large
There is already enough trouble in Dazra to go around.
handcrafted map. A lot of good quests, a lot of good factions.
must serve.
We don't need... Like,
Salutations.
I mean, they can't really do that with a setting like Skyrim. They can't do a 1,000 planets like they do with this. So that at least fills me with confidence. Because I really don't know what they were trying with this. Like, there's so many planets, you're
You've been
expected to
busy,
play through it
Diviner.
multiple times. In fact, I'm on my way to make you arrested.
Choose your words carefully. Convert or not, you're still an outsider, which is just a stone's throw away from trespasser. But before you proceed into that room, I must ask.
I don't know. We'll see what Kasani says.
Maybe so. But once a suspect has been established, it can be like pulling a loose thread. The rest comes undone rather quickly. So let us speak frankly for a moment, if we may. Wait. Before you go in there and report your findings, hear me out.
Hear you
The
out.
speed at which things have unraveled, it makes me wonder how much of this outcome has been orchestrated. Of course, I am not denying my role in all this. Yes, I approved to have the supplies rerouted. And yes, I ordered that they be directed to the zealots.
Okay.
But the murders, the violence, these were not directives I had ordered. If I am guilty of anything, it's being a rubber stamp.
Don't I have a voice log of him saying, "Yeah, kill that guy. He knows my face"?
I offered to provide her a security detail, but I had arranged the assignment through my ward, Okim. In fact, even my work with the zealots was all done through him.
Uh-huh.
Yes and no. I may have been pushed toward this outcome, but I do not regret my actions. A handful of supply shipments are a meager exchange for an entire clan of allies. United with House Malin, we can rebuild Dazra as the industrial and military force it was during the Serpent's Crusade. Which is why I ask that you listen to my proposal. Let me go. Allow me to continue my efforts discreetly for the betterment of House Varun.
10,000 credits. I didn't realize you were a comedian, Mujin. Who will take the fall for the murder?
I have a ward, Okim, who I've used to keep myself separated from this operation, and also serves as the perfect suspect.
Wait.
I'll arrange for him to conveniently disappear. While loyal, it's better for us both if he isn't available for questioning.
For 10,000 credits.
Your flippant attitude only gives me more conviction. You only see what's in front of you, and not the big picture.
Please. You made no grand gesture. You violated the law and aided those who want us dead.
I don't know what evidence you've gathered, but without anything concrete, it's your word against mine. We shall see which one carries more weight.
I was going to mention this about that last, hold on. I'm going to quick save. That last quest I was just given about rescuing the hostages, like, none of this has anything to do with the fact that I can hear what's-his-face inside the temple. Like, what does that have to do with anything? I'm just an outsider who can, I guess, rescue hostages and investigate things.
Thank you all for coming.
Maybe it's more the fact that I'm an outsider,
that
that I
the
can
charges for this
listen.
crime are quite serious. Theft of supplies, aiding the zealots, and the murder of my cousin. Which is why it comes with great shock that evidence points to a member of House Kadik as the thief.
Based on what evidence? House Kadik does not deal in trade. Your house does.
I would not be making this claim without sufficient cause.
If only I was recording, it would just happen down the hallway.
Information. Diviner, the floor is yours. The slate lists you by name, Envoy. What do you have to say for yourself?
Is this what you called me to your office for, Kisrani? This is an absolute disgrace to your department.
You haven't answered my question, Mujin.
Nor should I have to. A single slate, which I might add is likely fabricated, is not enough to prove anything.
Maybe he is innocent.
Is that so, Mujin? Or do you deny the words you yourself wrote?
I absolutely deny it. My computer has obviously been tampered with. This is clearly not enough evidence to even consider me a suspect.
Oh, you didn't know. We have piles of evidence, ship departure records, signatures, the works. And of course the kicker, Kisrani's would-be assassin.
Security has identified him as Okim Kadik.
Well, that's your ward, Mujin.
In fact,
Wait.
if I were you, Envoy,
The would-be assassin, is he
long
dead?
and hard about submitting to the guard peacefully.
Or don't?
Given the severity of your crimes, the captain has the authority to do it by force.
I will cooperate, but this is by no means an admission. And make no mistake, the three of you will pay for this insult.
Make all the threats you want, Envoy. My decision is made. Guard, take him away.
As you command, Executor.
He just admitted to this outside. If only the door was open when he said that. He's resisting. He's resisting. Kill him.
I appreciate you backing me up on this one.
So that's the corpse
Warden
here.
Vital had brought some evidence
talking in
linking
office.
Mujin to the crime, but it's your evidence that makes me feel confident we can convict. All told, I'm extremely grateful.
Why was the voice log
and
not
I would
brought
not
up
have been
at
able
all?
to rest if I knew the thief had not been brought to justice. It's a well-known secret that Mujin was not a popular member of House Kadik. I suspect he may have operated independently, and Elder Razma will likely deny any involvement.
AKA, this won't affect the other quest you're currently doing.
The guard will move him to lockup. You can visit him if you like, so long as he cooperates. A grim reality is, it's unlikely he will be there long. Aiding the zealots is a crime punishable by death. There are typically no exceptions. Add
So
to
he's
that
taking
the
this
murder
very-
of a state official, and well,
Very casually
he'll
for
be
being a
lucky
death
if his
sentence.
death is swift.
It was my pleasure.
Thanks are yours. You had no personal stake in solving my cousin's murder, yet you did so with diligence and aplomb. For that, you
It's the
will
first
be
time I've
well
heard the
rewarded.
heard the word
Also
aplomb
handed over
used
everything we have
verbally.
at House Vital regarding the case. Who knows what other crimes we can uncover while poring over the evidence.
I'll take this up with the captain of the guard. After that, our part in all of this is done. Jinan grace you for taking on this investigation. You've done a great service for House Varun and for Dazra. And on a personal note, I want to extend my gratitude for avenging my cousin's murder. With the accident
you're welcome.
and all that's going on, I haven't really had time to grieve. But closing this case might help me start that process. So for that, I thank you.
Man, I could have made 4,000 more credits if I'd let him go. Oh my gosh, 4,000 more credits. I've only got 700,000.
Remember this. We are always watching.
My incarceration was a mistake. Dazra needs leaders such as myself.
Gosh dang it.
Move. No loitering.
I really want to do it.
If you do not need medical assistance, I suggest you move along.
I know someone who's going to need medical assistance.
Just making my rounds. Any troubles to tell of?
I cannot, will not be a part of this!
Stop
Oh,
where
he
you
can't die.
Is there
Lame.
no one else to
are. In the name of Jinan,
You won't take me alive.
meet your death.
You're not allowed to kill key characters in this game. Is that a screenshot that I took? I think I used that armor for quite a while.
Just making my rounds. Any troubles to tell of?
Were
Alright.
our sins really so great that...
Anyway, moving on. Back to the big three. What am I doing? Talk to Mira Kadik, who's at the morning device.
I understand House to Kev was
You know, whatever game they make next, I say whatever game, I hope that Elder Scrolls 6 is better optimized. I know they're going to still be in the same engine, but please learn better level streaming. Like, the inside is fine. They just can't handle big spaces. Like, this is a lot of
Since you've been
interactable stuff.
I wonder if you'll see our...
How do I go higher?
good to see you.
Oh, there we go. All right, you're the guy in the shrine.
You're no member of House Kadik. What are you doing here? Oh, so you're the heretic turned diviner who thinks they're one of us now. So tell me, what would a chosen one such as yourself want with someone like me?
I don't even remember. Oh, right.
Perhaps you need to lay off the Koza, my friend. You're talking nonsense. Absolutely ridiculous.
Oh, wait, I'm supposed to not be direct. That's right.
So much for confidentiality. I guess this means the High Council is still asking Auntie Razma where Sahima is. And if you're here making demands, she obviously has decided to make use of you rather than undergo sincere negotiations. I see what's going on here.
Uh-huh.
Well, I am one of the few to garner any amount of
Just
trust
to
with
appeal
the
to his
zealots,
ego.
so she should be. I can't imagine where the Ministry of Conjunction would be without me.
Uh-huh. It's impressive. She must consider you a prodigy.
I do have a natural talent. It's nice to see I'm being properly recognized. I may excel in my skills, but it doesn't mean the hours I put in are any less.
Mm-hmm. Good work takes time no matter how talented you are. I can't do this while you are really full of yourself.
Exactly. There's still research, analysis, documentation. Too much documentation, if you ask me. But altogether, I have the exact talents needed to do this job, which is why I was entrusted with the zealots in the first place. I admit it hasn't always been easy. They are zealots, you know.
Oh, I can't imagine how hard that would have been. It takes a lot to deal with that kind of stress.
It takes everything. I can't even tell you how much time and effort it's been to sway the zealots my way. Not to mention the stress over my own personal well-being. I may be the best at what I do, but I'm not stupid. The zealots
I can tell you're not
have
stupid.
The element of unpredictability.
Mm-hmm. So if they're unpredictable, you can see how negotiations may not work.
I had a feeling this conversation was going to take a turn. I've worked hard to obtain my position with the zealots. And like I've told Razma 1,000 times, I have no reason to believe they're going to hurt my dear cousins, especially Sahima. So, as far as
Manipulation. Yeah, sure, why not?
You make a good point, for an outsider. And perhaps I should take your presence here
Good
as
thing
a
I've got that
sign.
brain chip.
The location you're looking for is Shadow Station Epsilon. It's an old Varun base that they've taken over for themselves. Rosma will know it. Let her tell you the details, seeing as how I'm about to be reassigned.
That wasn't so hard.
Watch your tone. You may be promised, but you're still an outsider.
Oh man, I could have gotten 10 XP for persuading him. What a shame. I use my brain chip to get him to talk.
This is happening. You must have gotten the location. I figured they wouldn't be completely forthcoming. If my intel is correct, you can find Shadow Station Epsilon in the Badlands, north of Dazra. I can send you the coordinates.
Thanks.
Shadow Station Epsilon is one of many zealot bases scattered throughout. As I mentioned before, I wasn't willing to risk agent lives in order to scout them all.
Okay, fine. Fine, no need to get sassy.
The sooner the better. We will do whatever is necessary to bring Sahima and the others back safely.
Now that we have a rescue mission underway, I'll speak to Merrick about setting up the negotiations. I expect them to be pliable after their last encounter with you. The current plan is to hold them at one of the geothermal power stations. Meet us there when Sahima and the others are safe.
Okay.
Good. Serpent willing. Your timing will line up. I'll stall the zealots as long as I can, which shouldn't be an issue. That being said, I'd still appreciate... Now, Jamal wants an update before you leave.
Okay. Oh yeah, by the way, I did go to that trading station.
Diviner,
and I was able to buy a fair amount of ammo.
Tell me, Diviner, what do you know about the zealots?
They tried to kill me. I try not to judge people. I believe they're misunderstood.
How magnanimous. The zealots are widely frowned upon within our society. They're a remnant.
You know, they
of the
try and
Serpent's
kill me, but I
crusade.
go on a person-by-person
They speak like to
basis,
forget.
okay?
Has my dear sister given you any history on our house's relations with the zealots?
Nope.
I'm surprised she even mentioned that much. Razma would have everyone believe she only wishes to keep an eye on the zealots, so the council can make informed decisions. The truth is, she's had this particular group of zealots under her thumb for quite some time. This is only a problem now because she's lost control.
Oh.
That is the real reason why Razma hasn't informed the High Council, and I'm sworn to silence.
Okay.
I would argue that what you describe would be considered treason. And rightly so.
Wait a second. Yeah, didn't we just go through a quest line where working with zealots, also with this house, just got some dude the death sentence? Wasn't that what we just did?
As a member, I can say it certainly is not. House Kadik already has a reputation for being sympathetic to the zealots. But the truth is far worse. Razma
Yeah, I know
wants
the
the
reputation.
zealots to back House Kadik, so the balance of power between the noble houses would shift to us. She's been employing them, paying them in supplies that aid their blind crusade.
So actually, that dude we just convicted may have been doing so under order from her. Interesting.
House Kadik would be condemned should anyone outside our house find out. What none of us expected was the disaster that is the Scaled Citadel.
You know,
The aftermath is what allowed the zealots to
That
grab
may have just
Sahina
happened.
and the others, flipping the balance of power in their favor. Razma has lost control and is putting House Kadik's reputation and power at risk.
all right.
And that's what I wish to speak to you about. House Kadik shouldn't be associating with zealots at all, except on an extermination level. But worse, We absolutely cannot be supplying them with ordnance of any kind. We need to cut ties with the zealots altogether.
Cool.
Not unless you want to be considered one yourself. I want you to put an end to any connections between House Khadik and the zealots. And while my position won't allow me to be blunt, I'll still make it clear. Should the hostages not survive, Rasma would blame the zealots and cut all ties.
House Khadik would go to any lengths, it seems.
You want me to kill the hostages and blame the zealots?
Those few lives will be nothing compared to the lives the zealots will take if House Khadik continues to supply them. Sacrificing them would open my sister's eyes, quelling any sympathy and desire to work with the zealots.
Okay, but what if we just, like, talk to her?
The zealots as an ally,
or threaten to go public?
Perhaps you don't understand. These noble houses have existed for generations. The people look up to us to guide them under the will of the Great Serpent. The fall of a noble house would put everything into question. And with the state Dazra is in right now, I won't allow that to happen. I'm doing what I must to preserve this house.
And don't justify the means here.
She has with her.
Demand credits. I'm not doing your dirty work.
I see I misjudged you. How unfortunate for us all. Well, should you change your mind, the offer still stands. And Diviner, this conversation stays between us.
I mean, okay, that's an interesting sort of proposition.
Serpent's luck be with you, Diviner. So that's what Jamal wanted to speak with you about. If you're insinuating that I care more for power than my own family, you are sadly mistaken. The safety of this house and its people are of utmost priority to me. To be fair, I won't deny that, yes, I would like to see House Khadik become the new Varun. But show me an elder who thinks differently.
You're the only family that's, like, helping, like, terrorists.
Because I see it as a semblance of control. Due to our work at the Ministry of Conjunction, we know what they have and what they intend to do with it. This odd relationship keeps our people safe and gives the zealots a level of dependency on us. Something we use to our advantage.
I mean, she's stupid, but it makes sense.
Diviner.
Remember, we did not speak of this.
Oh, definitely not. Isn't there another way?
I wish it were the case. This is an ongoing point of contention with my sister, and it never changes. Rasma and I come to agreement, something happens that makes her reconsider, and we're right back where we started. This is why extreme measures are necessary. Only something truly horrible will force her eyes to remain open.
Uh-huh.
Until next time.
Until next time. What if I use my brain chip? And just make her agree. Does that work? It's amazing how much of the game just breaks. Okay. Shadow Station Epsilon. They said it was up north. I guess I can go here? Hello, Andrea. It's not telling me to go back, is it? Nope. Okay, going that way. Hidden in the mountains. Ow, my leg. Well, hopefully I don't have to do this stealthy. Oh yeah, I forgot I have like a 1,300 bullets now. If I do have to do this stealthy, well, I think I have a power that can make me stealthy. I think. Why is this hill an enemy? What the heck? Or is that just telling me that there's a... What? Why can I see through rocks? Well, if I need to do the stealthy, then we've now failed. But that's fine. Yeah, nothing like keeping wine next to the firing range. Keeping the pistol for now. Again, I'm confused about why there are so many level 14 enemies. I thought this was a level 30 area. A level 35 area. Oh, I need to reload empty magazines. I forgot. Where are you? No one called for backup, right? What's that? Alright, let's go save some hostages. Maybe. This game hasn't really been heavy for stealth. There was... Okay, actually, I can't say that. There were some stealth sections for that, others. The, what you call it? The business part quest line. It's a lot of enemies. I like it. Wait. What's my power? Isn't it Z? Findings. Power is Z. Why can't I use it? Why do I have no power equipped? That's weird. Changed yours to Q. I mean, I'm okay with it being Z, it's just that for some reason it unequipped. You know, the other way to keep the zealots under control is to do this. Expert robot control. Okay, it fits there. This leaves us with 4. So there are... That's weird. These are the same, but opposite. They also only work on the bottom level. This one also only works on the bottom level. There is not... Okay, why are there 4 of these that only work on the bottom level? And 2 of them are almost the exact same. Okay. So I gotta find some way. Okay. Here we go. Calibrate. Cool. New combat inhibitors. Cool. Activate. Yeah, 15 XP. Now then, how do I get down there? Follow the robots, maybe?
Heretics
identified. How do you think the zealots feel about being called heretics? Okay, hold on a moment. Am I out of healing? High intensity... Empty slot. Did I run out of that healing item that I've been using? In which case, what do I use instead? I've got 62 trauma packs. Sure, that works. Now then, where are those hostages?
All hostiles will be made dust.
This is open with a computer. Oh, there they are. I'm being sus. Hope you know we're not leaving here without killing every zealot. No thanks. I'm good. Whoa. Yeah, that's where I'd save 1,000 credits. In some random vent.
Engaging in ranged attack. All within its radius will be named targeted. I am standing down.
Someone or something will clean up whatever's left behind.
Where's everybody else? Still a couple of heat signatures. There's still more blood to be spilled. Okay, that's fine, I guess. Let's just find the computer. I can hear them talking. I didn't go this way because this goes back up. Okay, a level 2 I can do. Okay, and then a 3 across. There we go. Does this give me anything? No. No, it does not. Oh. Where's the computer for these hostages?